Hey guys, I'm back. It's May to December, and I just got finished watching the 1980 film Cannibal Holocaust. I have the set here, but I'm not going to show the front of it because, well, for obvious reasons, a bit graphic. Inside, you've got a CD, which again has the graphic picture on the front, so I'm just going to show this. It's got 10 tracks on it, which is quite nice because a lot of the music in the film is quite nice. And then you've got this inside, which has two discs, one the feature film, and also one with special features on. And you also have a book inside, a nice thick book, which is worth reading. Let's see if I can show a couple of pages. About nudity, like this. See? It's nice. Very nice. Very nice. I like how it's got different coloured pages. So it's really nice. I've seen the film before. I originally watched the Shameless Blu-ray release in the UK, and to be honest with you, I like the film, but at the same time, I don't. I don't find it hard to watch or anything. I just get a bit. How can I put it? Like, it's a great film, but at the same time, I don't want to see all the animal cruelty in it. It isn't because I find it uneasy. It's just because I'd rather not see such a thing, you know. But I don't blame it on the movie. Back in those times, you had a lot of animal cruelty in movies, especially cannibal movies. So it didn't really matter. I mean, in a sense, obviously it matters seeing animals getting butchered and hurt and out on a film because they shouldn't happen. But it never really bothered me as much as the thing. The thing that bothered me the most was the turtle scene. First time I saw that, I was sick down in the toilet like ugh, badly. I couldn't handle it. It was like one of the most disturbing things I've seen. To this day, whenever I look at the film, I always think of that scene. So I guess it's a good horror film because it stuck with me. Um, Basically, it starts off going over the Arizona. No, it's not Arizona. Over like a forest thing, like the islands thing. Excuse me, I'm tired again. And basically, it starts off and it introduces these four people. Two partners and two blokes who are cameramen. I think one's the director and one's like his partner, and lover. And it shows them going on about how basically they're interviewed, and someone says, "Oh, someone left in 1959, and again in 1970, and they never returned." And the two cameramen laugh it off, go, "We will return." And basically, what happens? Apparently, they go missing, and they haven't returned for a month. So, a professor decides to go looking for them, and he enlists the help of a guide and his young friend, and there's a whole army at the site of the where they went missing on the like in the water area, and they decide to go on their merrily way. So they go on their merrily way, and that's when things get really disturbing. One of the first things you see is a man rape a woman with this big, massive wooden thing, and then he gets this thing and sticks spikes in and sticks that up her, and he bashes her to death on the floor with the same thing he raped her with, and that really, really just sums up basically most of the movie. Then you say them trying. Then you see the young boy who's with the guide get naked. He's not a boy, he's a man, but he's a boy compared to them. So he gets naked and you see his Woody Woodpecker hanging out, and basically he grabs hold of the thing, and I thought he was going to rape the bloke. I know it sounds horrible, but I thought he was when I saw his pants come down. But I was just holding him. He starts doing things to end up at their place, eating, and then basically through the movie you see all this other creepy shit going on. And then in the second half you see the people that left originally, like a recording of kind of like fan footage. Fan footage, it's like the first fan footage movie there was. One of them anyway. And let me take a drink. and basically you watch them go on their way, and you see the people having sex and making out and all this stuff, and then they go in the woods and they decide they want to kill a spider, they want to kill a turtle, and basically things deteriorate, they see horrid things happen, and then they all get chased, and basically one by one they end up dead. And the professor who was in the beginning looking for them basically shows it to these kind of rich people at this state university or whatever it is. And to be honest with you, the film itself, I could probably go in a lot more descriptive, but I don't have to because most people already know about it. It's one of those films where I'd like to say doesn't disturb me and doesn't make me feel rough watching it, but it does. It makes me feel very awkward. Not only after you've watched it the first time is it slightly a little bit boring, because you know what's going to happen, but at the same time, it's just disgusting to watch. The director actually got real tribesmen to play the tribespeople in the film, which was ingenious, really, and was very smart because it means they were actually real natives and weren't just actors. The bit with the woman on the spike thing, which is on the cover, is quite, you know, horrendous. Now, to be honest, it's one of those films where I just feel uncomfortable watching it. And that's good to a degree because it's like if I turn the lights off and I sit back and I watch it, it's like watching a kind of disturbing movie unfold. And because of Blu-ray, it's like you're actually there watching it happen. So it's even more disturbing. You know, maybe after this it means I'm a little bit of a pussy because of it, but it just made me feel ill. I remember the first time I watched it in England on the Shameless label, I was just sick for like a day because I couldn't handle it. But anyway, the Blu-ray comes with a lot of special features, and some of them are commentary tracks with director Ruggiero Deodato and star Robert Kerman, and stars Carl York and Francesca Ciardi. New in-depth interviews with them all. A beautiful 24-page booklet containing linear notes by Eli Roth and legend horror journalist Claes Bullun. Extensive still gaze vehicle tries and other surprises. This is one of those films which is definitely worth buying to add to your collection, especially if you like cannibal movies. And it's definitely worth watching if you've never seen it before, so you can be creeped out by it and feel sick. You know, it's got an element to it which isn't like horror movies nowadays. There's certain things to it that you can't do now, and that's what makes it so good. And I realise that my review's not been that good, and I also realise that I look like shit at the minute. It's probably because I don't feel well. The most controversial movie ever made. It sure is. And I think that was the Top Video Nasty film as well. So, do I recommend it? Okay, I recommend that anyone who likes cannibal movies, pick it up. If you like Italian horror movies, pick it up. If you like something and you really want to watch something that's really sick, pick it up. You know, it's all depends on how you feel about movies. Look it up, watch a trailer, read some things about it. If you fancy it, you can get it from Grindhouse Releasing. It's like $22.99 now. Or Shameless for like 10 quid now in England. So yeah, I recommend it to people who basically, you know, are into that type of thing. I personally will probably put my shelf and not watch it again for a very long time. But I wanted to watch it again for the review. I know my review's been quite vague, but it's because it's so disturbing, it freaked me out. So, thanks for watching this terrible review. And I hope you have a lovely day. And remember, the cannibals will come. And they shall get you and eat you.